Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm joined by Arthur Daly, the one and only beer reviewer from the South Wales Echo, and of course, the great kind of, this guy taught me everything in beer. He really did. And Simon from
Bristol.
Bristol.
Nice to meet you.
0 degrees.
Yeah.
We're going to review some beer. We're going to match some beer with chocolate. Where are we going to start, Simon?
Well, let's start with the lightest one.
Okay.
With the Pilsner.
The Pilsner.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give you a Pilsner. Arthur, I'll leave you with this Pilsner. Get the aroma. I'll just do a bit of talking while you. What you get? The aroma, the taste, the look.
It's malt on the aroma I'm getting there straight away.
Yeah, pre-maltiness.
What hops are in there?
There's Czech and German hops.
Czech hops.
Styrian Gildens we're talking about.
Styrian? No. Czech, there's some Pearl, there's some Sads, there's...
Czech Pearl, Saz hops.
Yeah.
Marvellous. That's good.
The Pilsner in Cardiff 0 degrees is one of my favourites because I always find it nice and fresh in beer. You go to a hot day, just go in 0 degrees, and it's happy over to 4 and 7 as well, which is always a good thing to do.
Brilliant.
And have that there, great refreshing beer to try.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, okay.
There's more bitterness than in any usual lager, but the fizziness, the carbonation is still there, and it's...
I find that I've reviewed, this time last year we reviewed the Pilsner, Pilsner at the last beer festival in Wales, and it wasn't half as hoppy as this one.
No, it's a really good bitter filter.
But there's some body as well to support. There's kind of a nice malt backbone to support the extra hoppiness that you find in that.
Okay.
It's not that dry, so it's a
perfect copy of a Czech Pilsner.
Yeah, that's a Bohemian style Pilsner. Yeah,
it's a great beer. It's one of my favourites. It's one of all.
Fantastic. Okay, moving on, Arthur. What one would you try next?
Well, I think we better go around clockwise here, or we better go around in an orderly fashion. Otherwise, we'll be going through one and leave the one out.
Okay.
So I think we go for this red.
That's the pale ale.
That's the pale
Classic
ale.
American pale ale with American hops.
Okay. So look at the beer in the glass. Nice and clear.
Nice and clear, yeah.
Aroma.
Dry hopped as well.
Dry hops.
Yeah.
For my new viewers who are watching or maybe home brewing, what does the term dry hop mean?
Dry hopping, it's basically when the beer has finished the fermentation, all the alcohol has been produced, then you're cooling down a little bit the beer, and then into the fermentation vessel you just chuck some hops inside the beer, cold, so there's not going to be extra bitterness because you get extra bitterness from boiling the hops. You're just going to get the flavors and the oils from the hops.
Okay.
You leave them for a few days inside and then you remove them.
Fantastic. Let's see what this dry hopping means in the beer.
What hops are in there? There's something American hops.
American hops, yeah.
We're talking Willamette or Cascade?
No, Cascade, classic Cascade. There's some Chinook, there's some Centennial, so yeah.
Very good. I like it.
It's adding a hell of a lot to the aftertaste of that dry hop into.
Yeah.
We're getting the aftertaste going on good into a minute afterwards.
Yeah.
It's still tasting with those high citrus flavours that will come.
Very good, really nice. Would you, at this stage, we have some chocolate? Are we waiting for the stouts to pair the chocolate? Okay. Let's move on to a stout then and pair some chocolate with stout.
No, I think we should move to the wheat beer.
Yeah, the wheat beer.
Because the stouts will actually not destroy our taste buds, but it will overwhelm our taste buds if we start with stouts.
Missed that one there, completely missed that beer.
Yeah, which is why I said we start a way of going around.
Belgian wheat style, this one.
Give that one a smell it, give the aroma, show the look of the beer to the camera. What do you think?
So, cloudy haze due to wheat, because you get the proteins in the wheat, which stay into the beer.
I like the added effect that you put a bit of lemon in it, a bit of orange in it.
Yeah, because the beer is brewed with coriander seed and orange peel. So
Right.
it kind of, those spices are classic into German wheat,
Belgium.
into Belgian wheat style beer. Yeah.
Is this something you're quite familiar with, Arthur, when you put a bit of orange in the beer?
It tends to just happen in Belgium and sometimes in Germany as well.
Okay.
It won't happen anywhere else, but I mean, it's just got classic wheat beer aroma. I mean, you're just getting, the coriander there.
You've got the wheat, the wheat yeast. The wheat yeast is doing mostly a lot of the job by releasing a lot of banana and toffee flavor that is very characteristic of these kind of.
Yeah, I mean, the banana there, off the phenols you get in there, cashew. Another very refreshing.
Very nice. But what I'd like to point out at this stage is they're all very refreshing, they're all very crisp and refreshing, but all very different, aren't they? They're all kind of great in their own way.
Yeah.
Great in their own way. Now, something which is probably, you can call it refreshing, you can call it warming by the fire, is a stout. What stouts do we have? We're going to pair it with a bit of chocolate.
So we've got 2 black beers,
Right.
but one is a black lager, one is a stout.
Right, okay.
So it's different kind of yeast.
Take stock with the black lager.
Let's
Black
start with
lager,
black
it's
lager.
way lighter. Yeah. So this is the black lager.
Okay.
So it's basically black with chocolate malts, black malts, carafa, black malts, German and Czech hops, and lager yeast, which gives a very different taste than the stout.
Is it a new style, Arthur? Black lager?
No, it's a traditional German style.
Right.
I mean, lager just means to store. So you store beer. That's what it is. So you had like originally all lagers were dark.
Right.
So nowadays, you think of lager, you think it's a light beer. That's only because of marketing and the last 120, probably 150 years of having light on monster brew.
Wow, okay, let's dive into this one.
You started with the wrong way, so try to think on up value.
There was something lots of chocolate in that, lots of bitterness in there.
Yeah.
Then
Is this the one to go with the chocolate?
Right, okay.
Get
Let's
a
pair
little
this.
bit of chocolate.
Try.
So you've got the sweetness. The chocolate is too sweet, so just wash it with a bit of black lager, and you've got the perfect bitterness, sweetness balance in your mouth at the same time. It's nice.
We tried that.
I'm going to try it with a beer. I like the chocolate on its own. Oh yeah. It's like a match made in heaven, isn't it? Now Arthur has done a few, should I say, a lot of beer, cheese, food. This is right up your street. This seems to me to go very well with the beer. This black lager.
I mean, dark chocolate and dark beers go together perfectly. I wouldn't put the Pilsner together with the chocolate. That wouldn't work. And it's the old one about camembert and red wine. Don't put that together. It actually comes out with a chalky deposit on your teeth. It's the worst one to do. So, if you want to try a bad food mention, try camembert red, try that, and then try the good one.
Okay, moving on. Where are we going to move on to next?
Let's go to the Russian Imperial Stout.
Russian Imperial Stout, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is this one. So how strong is this?
9.1%.
9.1%.
Arthur, if somebody's new watching the channel and they're wondering how do you get a beer up to 9.1%, do you mind explaining to the people how they get that? Is it an added malt that they use to get it up to 9.1%?
It's just the extra malt you're putting in there in the brewing process. I mean, I was chatting to the brewery the other day, done a 9.1% Imperial Russian Stout, and they actually brewed twice to get that made to sugar out.
Right.
You know, from the mash tun there. It can be done that way. Some breweries do cut corners, but with Imperial Russian Stout, you don't need to cut corners. You know, I can remember the famous one for this is Barclay Perkins got taken over by Courage, and he supposedly originally made the Empress of Russia, Catherine the Great, who had that taste of Imperial Russian Stout and loved it. So it's exported from London. So this is it here. I mean, you just get, I'm getting loads of caramel just in the nose.
It's, for me, an Imperial Stout seems to be all in the taste. You do get that caramel, you do get that sweetness, that bit of hoppiness, but let's dive in, let's give this one a taste.
Yeah. I mean, that's a beer to be sipped, not gulped.
Yeah,
You know.
you get a half pint at the end of the meal.
Yeah.
Maybe with a coffee or something, or with a nice dessert.
You can put that into the coffee, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have a 0 degrees coffee. You have an Irish coffee with Baileys, and you have a 0 degrees coffee with Imperial Russian Stout.
Why not?
Yeah.
You've got a brown foam, brown froth.
That is absolutely fantastic. I would pour that on top of a vanilla ice cream.
Ice cream, yes.
Do you know what I mean? That's just great. I'm at an end to where I explain how good this beer is. Come on, Arthur, you're the beer nut in Wales. Explain how good this beer is.
Okay, this beer's got everything going for it. It's just not, you know, it's this style Imperial Russian Stout. I mean, it's packed full of flavour, which is what you want. There's chocolate in there, there's caramel, it's toffee, even at the end there's vanilla tones, it's bitter. It's just packed full of flavour, this. I mean, you know, I think they bottle it as well, don't you? There's bottles here. But it's one to share with friends, because when Courage used to bottle it, it was only in 3rd pint bottles. So it's definitely one to share. But what
that's the beer after a meal for the dessert.
Yeah. It's not a session beer. If it is a session beer, it's a very, very messy session.
This has been, well, it looks like we got one more to try.
We got
one more.
Double IPA.
Double IPA. Okay,
double American IPA with American hops.
Take it away.
Right, okay. It's double American IPA.
Yes.
So it's a black IPA then?
Yeah. No, it's a dark, very dark, IPA. Yeah. A lot of flavor, a lot of
hops
American.
American hops. Cascade?
Yeah.
No.
Amarillo. Centennial.
Yeah.
Centennial. That's full on.
I'm still trying to work out my taste buds are still being swamped by the Imperial Russian Stout.
I'm going to be controversial. I like throwing questions at Arthur because Arthur always has the bloody answer.
I'll make you up as I go along.
The question to Arthur is, what's this big argument between the name Cascadian Dark Ale, some people like to call it, or Black IPA? What's this argument? Why should there be an argument with this? It's a great beer style. It's a good category. I understand Black IPA. It's black, but some people will say a Black India Pale Ale should be pale.
Yeah, but also
what's the argument?
People can also say that an India Pale Ale should be something very hot, strong strength. Whereas in this country we've had Green King IPA, Charrington IPA, which went 3.4%.
Yeah.
Which would, So we've had both styles of IPA. But, I mean, in my mind, I think it's up to whatever the brewer wants it to be. So if the brewer decides to make a black IPA, it's up to him to call it that, and it's up to the customer. Do we like it? Which means, yes, we drink it again, which means he's going to brew it again. And if we don't like it, we're not going to drink it, which means he won't brew it again.
Brilliant.
So let the market forces decide, and let the public decide at the end of the day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for the opportunity to sit with you and talk to you. Thank you, Arthur. Follow me, subscribe, watch these guys in the future, and cheers.